everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I would like to give you some insight about how I make judgment whether a candidate should meet a GTI requirement or not. So what kind of base of information I need, I'm specifically looking at. So one of that it's not about income, it's not about your occupation, it's not about your qualification, it's not about what kind of work you do. Okay, so first of all, I make really specific attention to one key feature, that it's future. So first one, I would like to understand your current work you do, does that need to some fundamental change in the future? So I would like to understand whether you've been working for the company, they have advanced technology, or they are developing something that's going to be built in the future. Something it's outdated or something it's ahead of everybody. So that it's really, it's really simple. Obviously, if someone from big top companies and then the work they do sometimes about R&D. So this way we can really analyze whether or not they meet requirement by understanding the work they do, whether it needs to future development, and whether or not the work they do will have a wider impact. Okay. So what do we mean by wider impact? Let's say if someone who's just teaching, simply just been teacher for whole entire life, for 20 years, do you say they have a wider impact? Certainly they have some kind of impact, but what do we mean by wider? This is really referring to the work you do, you have a really going to be benefit as a bunch of people, a whole society. Let's say that wider impact really referring to its greater impact to a whole society. If your work is really related to that, simply being teaching, that's not enough. But if someone's work, for instance, on top of the teaching, they also publish an article in particular area. So we say they bridge knowledge gap in that particular area. Do we say they have wider impact? Yes, because they influence whole science move ahead. Even some of the areas, they just specialize in that. So this one is quality, it's always over quantity. It really doesn't matter about how many publications you have. If you have, I have received someone who has a 335 publications as a PhD student. We just need to understand what kind of articles you publish, impact factor, what type of magazine you publish, isn't it? That's really important. So between these, do they have any significant movement towards that? So wider impact is really referring to whether your work will have wider impact, that positive impact to society. Someone might have this, training, online training. We've got some candidates got permanent visa under this category of online training. However, if your work is really simply just purchase someone's online platform and then just ask someone to upload this material, does that have wider impact? No, someone's already doing that. So your work is not impact the society as a whole. So that is a second point I want to mention. First one, as I mentioned, it's about future, whether your work will be future development. And second one, this is about wider impact. Third one, how significant of your job, okay? How significant. So significance really referring to whether you have any influence in your organization. You are a decision maker on something. It can be decision maker in a project. It can be decision making on organization direction. You have to have some influence in working on the file, on the project. So in terms of influence, that's some of the words sometimes I refer to. For instance, you can give an example of that. Is it your work beyond your peer? Okay, beyond someone. What do we mean by peer? Beyond something. It's just really referring beyond to the average. Yeah, beyond to the average. What average is doing, but your work is actually beyond them. Therefore, you make a significant change, significant impact in your organization. So in terms of that, we are not referring to significant impact in a way of go to the international stage, show off your talent. No, it is about significant impact within your organization. That significant impact can drive a business move ahead. Can be so I promote heavily on this technology, or actually on top of thing, we solve a bigger problem in the past, really big problems. So okay, beyond, so this measurement whether beyond peer. We ask the people about, what do we mean by peer? Is that people sitting next to you? I don't know. I don't know their talents. I do not know their skills. How do we know you're beyond a peer? That's exactly. So this is measured against someone lost at the same time as you, or someone's already lost. This is against the statistics department has it. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Let's say in the whole world, just yourself in that particular area. Obviously, you're not beyond to anybody. Maybe you're doing good work, relatively good work. You have to have, but you don't think you're actually beyond someone. But these 900 people, none of them actually submit anything. Are you going to be beyond? It is likely because you're the person who actually in the statistic, in the data, saying you have that information, right? Beyond peer is really compared to not someone sitting next to you, but like someone who's already submitted that and about to submit. Therefore, this kind of measurement, this kind of assessment is really flexible. Why? Because the time you submit, they might have someone else submit at the time or might not. Okay, so someone who submit last year, who's got permanent visa from us, they are great advantage. If their colleagues submit later on, and they cannot show that beyond another person, they are not going to have a chance here. So always remember that it's the kind of requirement is always increase. The bar will always increase. This is not because you're less talented or you just miss a trend. It's really because someone else actually took a chance. Okay, so some of the work department now have statistics and we have statistics. In the past, we might not have access to this statistic about all sectors, what's going on in the whole world, what they're doing now with it. Now we have it. We know, okay, your work's actually not that significant. So significance is really beyond something, right? Beyond something. Secondly, so in terms of significance, you can't have achievement, okay? You can't have achievement. So what do we mean by achievement? Okay, some people ask me, okay, I don't know my achievement. I don't have achievement. If you believe you don't have an achievement, then maybe you don't. So you just don't consider this one. But you're gonna think about in your head and say, I did have some achievement. Then this achievement must be recent, most recent, because we mentioned the work we're doing is a future sector, future improvement. So if you got works that 20 years ago, that kind of significant achievement, does it count? It counts a bit, but it really so, okay, even you did in the past 20 years ago, but what are you doing now? Okay, do you still have achievement now? Okay, most recent. What led you to become who you are now? So this kind of achievement really have kind of some evidence. People ask a lot about what evidence I need to provide. You tell me what evidence you have, isn't it? So you're gonna show something. If someone who's technical person, all right, then we ask your product. What kind of product are you needing the team? Okay, what's your work doing? So it's not you sit there 9 to 5, you meet this requirement, or work really hard, or 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day, it doesn't really matter. It's about your achievement. So any of achievement you can share with us, and this can be referenced from someone else, achievement certificate, recognition, out internal company, external, any of that. So this is some works people ask to say, okay, I need to get media. This is a nonsense, okay? Achievement is up to this now, what you have now. Okay, what you have now. Obviously, if you believe you don't have achievement now, 2 years later you might have something come out, and then you can build out the profile, and that's absolutely fine. But today's one, it's really about what your achievement now. So achievement really referring to something you have accomplished. It can be, if you're a salesperson, it can be your sales deal you did, right? If you're something like promoter, how do you promote your promoter? If you're saying you help a company to drive to acquire more customers. How you do that? If you really referring to digital marketing, I help this company to acquire customers in which type of speed, percentage you increase. So this is the kind of achievement. You're gonna have some evidence to demonstrate that, and think creatively about that, because you obviously not create something that's not there. But what I'm saying is you're gonna have some evidence to really show you did achieve something. Now, second level of significance, so beyond pure achievement. And third one, it's going to be something like employment, okay, job. So someone say, okay, you're gonna look at Australia needs. Maybe in your country that skill set is really important, but in Australia we don't need them. Then that's no relevance here. So work has to be relevant, right? So you're gonna have a high income job in Australia. Why this is important? First of all, Department of Immigration doesn't want you to actually come here to claim social benefits because you can't find a job. So according to statistics, if someone has higher skill, they are likely to find a job. So they are unlikely to rely on social benefits. This means they are likely to contribute to tax. But tax is not enough, isn't it? Everybody can claim, you know what, I'm going to pay a lot of tax. I am going. How are you going to demonstrate that? Okay, so something you're going to figure out. How you can demonstrate you have a job offer in Australia. You have a new job in Australia. And this can be, say, if nominator who's Australian company, or your nominator who's Australian employer, or you have kind of support from your colleagues. For instance, that's an example. So this is three key aspects I'll be looking at when someone approaches me asking this. They say, can you make judgment whether or not, why do you think I am good candidate? Why do you think I am not good candidate? That is three elements I would like to ask. I would like to, are you sitting the future setter? Okay, is this one, it's our future trend. Second one is your work itself has a wider impact. Okay. Third one, have you made any significant change in your organization, significant influence in your organization? And I'll be looking at three, is your work beyond your peer? And whether you have done a significant achievement and whether you have evidence to show that. Third one, is it likely you're going to have a high income job in Australia? Okay, thank you very much for watching today's session. Today I just outlined three elements I will make judgment about whether or not a candidate should be eligible for GTI. I hope you enjoyed it, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. I update Australian policies, visa policies quite frequently. Thank you very much. Subscribe. I'll see you next time.